Hi class, it's Mrs. Ahrndt and I'm here to show you the 4 units that you'll be doing, as well as some examples of the hand and maybe just a few more tips on the hand drawing. I'm hoping everybody's doing okay with their hand drawing and learning how to create a theme with it. Is it a working theme? Is it a sporty theme? Music, maybe someone playing a guitar or an instrument. The reason for hands is because people always avoid them when they try to draw people. They avoid the hands. So that's why we're focusing on it. Before I do that, I just want to I wrote some little notes. Oh, it's backwards. Okay, well, that's all right. So I wrote some notes. Hand, grid, self, and perspective. Those are the 4 units that we are going to cover. And then I also, in your updates, have the grade book. So Unit 1 progress, Unit 1 completed, and then participation. Those are the 3 things that I'm going to write down in Schoology in the next hour. So the first project is our hand project. Some of you in Unit 1 progress might just show me this, right? That you have it planned out, sketched out. This is not finished. So if some of you are sending this as a finished product, just like I told Tala when she turned this in, I'm like, it's still in the sketch phase, right? So she went back to the drawing board, literally, and she came up with one that's finished. Big difference between the two, right? Big difference. It's a leap. So I actually had a student that said, well, can I paint a t-shirt with a peace sign and a lot of like 60s logos around it? I'm like, sure, that's fine too. So here she did 4 hands, so she kind of went even beyond, which some of you will do. Not to say that multiple hands is going to give you an A, but in her composition, it worked really well for that. Then you're going to describe, right? Describe the intensity of the color, or how did you create space with it? Like there's some overlapping that happened there. Talk about the texture that you did, right? Like she did a very glowing, smooth texture, but maybe some of you are doing like a scaly hand or a Sasquatch, like someone's turning in a Sasquatch hand and having fun with it. So it all depends on how fun you want to do this. Betsy turned one in, and it's hard to know, like, what the proper composition is here. But what she did is one hand greeting the other. She called it life and death. So that's why she has a skeletal hand. She did Google a skeletal structure of a hand, and so she tried to be accurate in that way. I would love for people to be accurate in some way, even if you're going to do like a hand that has clock gears, then try to be accurate to where those are, and the fact that our fingers bend in 3 spots, right? So how does that work? Now I have a wooden hand, a mannequin hand right now, and what you could do with this is kind of also, I'm showing it to you because see how you can have different angles to it. Don't do foreshortening, because foreshortening is always hard to do. Like, doesn't even look like a hand anymore. So I hope some of you guys took a picture of your own hand in different angles just to see what angle you decided to go with. Okay, so that's my wooden mechanical hand. I've used it in the past for some projects. This other girl had a photograph of her little baby cousin who was just born, and she did a close-up of the hands of the baby. Okay, so it doesn't have to be an adult hand. And then she added balloons. I think it goes this way. Yeah. She added balloons just for interest. So think about a background that would create some interest, okay, with your project. After we do that, we're going to do a grid. We're going to work on a grid. We're going to practice a grid on a worksheet like this. I'm going to have you guys, this worksheet you can download onto Notability and draw, practicing with a 9-box grid, a prehistoric 3-dimensional, in this case it's a woolly mammoth, okay, and then going down to the 21st century. So this worksheet does multiple things. It has you look at statues over time, and it has you practice the grid. And then while you're doing this and you're looking for an animal or a human, this is your unit 2, by the way, that you maybe out of this you like what you saw and you actually chose it. So in this case, she chose this crystal elephant statue, and you could tell that there's some fine lines here from the iPad. I can send you instructions on how to do a grid on your iPad, and then you follow those boxes, right? That's how you do an accurate enlargement of a grid. And then this was her final piece. And she did it with pastel, and she had to put it on paper. So I feel like it's a good project to understand scale. It's a good project to take a medium and change it into another medium, like marble into pencil, or gold statue into a marker drawing. Okay, here's another one where this person did found a statue of 2 wolves. So, statue of 2 wolves. And the statue was bronze, and so she made it gray and black. You could change the color of the statue. Someone did the Statue of Liberty, and she's green because she's copper, which with rain and snow that falls on her, the copper turns that green color. And this person made it orange, so you could modify the color. Here's one where it was an angel statue, and so she took away the pedestal. That's why the angel looks like it's floating. So you can manipulate it or add a pedestal to give it more of a statue-esque look. Okay, so lots of things you could do. How good am I on time here? Ooh, not too bad. All right. So, because this will be a 12-minute video. And then the last project is a painting project. Okay, so it looks like this. Oh no, wait, this isn't the last. This is number 3. Painting project of a landscape. It can be realistic or it can be fake, like fantastical, right? So here's 2 examples of the same project. Or you can work with perspective, which I will give you instruction on how to do perspective if you're going to do pencil or marker. Unit 4. Okay, Unit 4 is self-portrait. Okay, so here is Catherine O. She did a self-portrait of an acrylic painting. It was called Discovery and of the Unknown, which is kind of what we're at right now, is the unknown of the future. So she was talking about college and things. So you have to write about what you are going to say. And she used the back of her head. That's okay. I mean, you don't have to always have your face. Maybe your face is partially covered. Maybe it's a silhouette of your face and everything is collaged on a silhouette of your face. Evelyn did an app on her computer. I want to say it's Procreate. She is a pilot, so she knows how to fly a plane. It's so amazing. So she put herself in front of the airplane propellers. So there's 2 designs that she did. She's actually doing this for her AP portfolio. So for those of you that are in Foundations 2 that are considering, hey, maybe I want to do AP. Some people take some of these projects from Foundations 1 and 2 and expand them further. So think about that. So that's our 4 units. Okay, that's our 4 units. That's the hand project. So I'm hoping that this will give you a few more pointers on what it is that you're going to do. So look for Schoology for that. And like I said, part of Schoology is participation. And so you have to participate in a Flipgrid. So if I go back to Foundations 2, right there is our Flipgrid account. So if you scroll down to Thursday and you click on that red link, that will take you to Flipgrid. Log in, look for your My Panthers, and then you can hit a response. Ella just did one. So then you just hit a response here, and you get to see everybody else's projects, which is so awesome with this, okay? Super stoked. If you asked me 4 days ago if I liked all this new technology, I think I would have been screaming out the door. But right now, I'm I'm embracing it. So you guys will embrace it soon. I have 20 seconds till the 10-minute time, so I'm going to sign off. Let's make this a 10-minute video. I hope to see you on Flipgrid. I'm going to take attendance tomorrow, Friday. So it's based on Flipgrid, how you post on Schoology, whether you did it in progress or done. Thank you.